Big stories we're following this afternoon. A toxicology report has shown that 21 teenagers suffered to death at East London's Enyobeni Tavern. Let's now head down to where this tragedy unfolded all those weeks ago, months ago now as well. Viwe, hello again to you. And the wait is finally over for the grieving parents and loved ones. What has been the reaction that these youngsters died from suffocation?
Brief now by the Department of Health in the Eastern Cape. That's Sianda Mnana, the spokesperson in the Eastern Cape. He's flanked by one of the parents, Kuleka Manganda. You do understand that, in fact, earlier on we got that confirmation that it was suffocating and overcrowding, in fact, that led to the death of these children. But we'll get more clarity now, of course, from the spokesperson in the department itself that has been mum for quite a while now. But let's just listen in on Sianda Mnana, the spokesperson in the Eastern Cape.
Good afternoon, and good afternoon to all the viewers. We are here at the Buffalo City Metro Health District together with the families of the deceased teenagers at Enyobeni. Right now what we are doing is we are offering them counseling. We are here. There is the Department of Social Development, there is South African Police Services, there's also the South African Council of Churches, there's also Home Affairs and Religious Fraternity, as well as the Health Department officials. What we're then doing here is to tell the families the cause of death of their children. Unfortunately, it's a confidential document because this is an inquest. I can't disclose the cause of death. The cause of death is contained in the documents which we have as a department. We are still consulting and informing the families. I think we are halfway through the process, but we felt that it becomes important that we inform the public where we are right now. So that is really where we are at this point in time.
Okay, I just want to ask, Potianda, are you giving the families anything on hand about what led to the deaths of these children? And in fact, we spoke to one of the parents a bit earlier on who suggested that inside they were told that it was suffocating caused by overcrowding that led to the deaths of these teenagers. I'm sure South Africa would like to know, given that the seriousness of this matter, to exactly what led, especially from the Department of Health.
As a department, we are not mandated to disclose. Remember, there are issues between, a patient and a doctor, and in this instance, it also becomes important that you do respect the right of a person, even if that person has passed on, or is deceased. So, if that is what the family has said, I cannot really comment on that. However, what we have done was really for us as a department to communicate what was the cause of death. We have done so, but we cannot, publicly come out and say this is what has happened because it's a confidential document. The families have been informed.
Why is there a change then in the tune, given that previously you've sat with the families, with the media as well, and communicated that there was possibly some sort of poisoning, even mentioning methanol that could have led to these deaths? Now it's confidential all of a sudden. Surely there's something that's off about this. Why can't you come forward and tell South Africans what the actual cause is?
And coming,
we've solicited a legal opinion on the matter, and we were then advised that this is really what we should be the line of march. That's what it should be. So that's what guides us at this point in time. There's nothing sinister about what we're doing. There's nothing sinister in terms of what we've said. As I've said, that document that we've read out to the parents, it's a document which will be available. The parents know what to do. They are aware in terms of how to access that document in terms of the PAIA Act. So there's nothing about it. That document must then be able to stand the test, even if it is in a court of law. So we are confident that what we have done as a department is something that can really stand the test, even if it goes to a court of law.
Are you happy with the process? I mean, with your handling of this process since June 26th? Are you happy as a department?
Yes, we are happy because we have, we've had a fine comb in terms of following all the processes and the protocols. We did not want to err in terms of this process because we anticipated that there might be legal processes that might follow. So you don't want, therefore, to make a mistake in terms of how you address it.
Okay, Mr. Manana, the results are finally out now. Where to from here with regards to these results? Are you 100% sure that they will not be contested anyway? You've crossed all your X's with regards to, due to the long time that it had taken for them to be released. Are you 100% sure that there's nothing that has been left unattended with regards to these results?
And just to add on, any prosecutions that we can expect around what caused the death of these 21 children?
In terms of the processes that we followed, I think we are happy. We've crossed all the T's, and ticked all the boxes. So we did not really, we don't anticipate that it could be challenged. However, as in any court process, there will definitely be challenges. Maybe if it goes that route, what is likely to happen is that we are going to take the document and then hand it over to the SAPS. That's what that's the process.
Okay. Lastly, the families are not going to get the document today.
No, as I've said, it's a confidential document. That document is supposed to go over to the SAPS right now, and then it's them that will then decide the way forward. What I can just say, in fact, is that we are not done yet in terms of the explanation to the families. We are at number 8 right now. We are still going to attend to the other 10 families, but we felt it becomes important that we don't keep you waiting here. We just have to come back and give you a feedback. However, maybe in about the next 4 hours will be done in terms of the consultation process.
You have previously ruled out stampede or overcrowding numerous times, and is that still the case?
The document explains in detail the cause of death. So I think
you can confirm right now to South African citizens right now.
Something
you are live on air.
Out.
People are watching. They've been waiting since 26 June. Why can't you confirm to South Africans what killed those children? It's in the national interest, this matter.
No, I understand that it's a matter of national interest. However, we should remember we are also guided in terms of the families. Uchawe is here. He's next to me. So we have to be sensitive to certain things. They guide us as a family, as a group of families. He speaks on behalf of the families. So I cannot cross that line, that we have, that has been drawn.
Okay, that is, of course, Sianda Manana, the spokesperson of the Department of Health in the Eastern Cape. In fact, what I'm going to do now, I'm going to try bring in Baba Khululekile Nonganda, one of the parents of the 21 teenagers, just to find out what then the process has been. Domkulu, I understand 8 families have already been told inside what led to the deaths of these teenagers. Maybe confirm, because we're hearing that it's suffocating that was caused by overcrowding. Maybe tell us what happened.
As for now, personally, I cannot confirm, as I am one of the parents who are still in the queue, waiting to go in to find out, because we are going in one by one to be told what actually happened there. But what can I also tell you is that I will convey the message from the families inside there. They've asked me to ask the media not to go anywhere, so that when everything is finished there, they will come out and address the media as to what transpired in that place.
All right. And are you happy so far by the process that have happened so far? Are you happy with everything?
Well, for now, we're still going in, but we're going according to what we've agreed on, to say that each and every family will be called one by one and be told what exactly transpired or what exactly happened to their children. So that is what is happening now. But the parents, they say they will come out and they will address the media to tell the media exactly what they've been told inside there.
This day has finally came, Tatu Ngandana, and you've been waiting for quite a long period of time. You've been blaming government that it's dragging its feet in telling you about these results. You've been telling the Premier of the province, you've highlighted that some of the things that he did with regards to this tragedy are not okay, but this day has finally came. By the time you go to sleep tonight, you would have known the results of what happened to your son, who was a matric pupil, who you told us that he was preparing for his matric farewell. So when you go to sleep today, you would have known the results of your son. So how does this make you feel?
Well, when I will go into sleep today, I will know the results of what happened to my son. Hopefully, I will sleep well. But if there's anything other than that, if there's anything that doesn't make me feel happy, or what can I say about it, then we will convey as the parents, and then we will look where do we go from here.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank
That
you
is
so much.
Khulekile Nonganda, a father that had to bury his son on his 18th birthday. Of course, we heard the feedback there from the Department of Health in the Eastern Cape, suggesting that those consultations are still ongoing. In fact, they're now informing individually the 8th family. There are 18 families inside that still have to be told. But remember, we bring you that exclusive with the family that was first told inside what led to the deaths of these teenagers. And in fact, that family said it was disappointed. It says that it was suffocating that was caused by overcrowding. But remember that initially a stampede was overruled. It was ruled out. But now we're told that it was suffocating that led then, caused by the overcrowding. You do understand on the day there was a lot of people inside there, but even the toxicology report that showed that all those abnormalities that were right around all the deceased now has been ruled out. That poisoning, possible chemical poisoning, has been ruled out, and we are told, in fact, by that family that it was suffocating caused by overcrowding.
And the story will continue to develop throughout the afternoon. Aviwa, you're going to stay on that story first for us as soon as parents come out after they've been informed by the health department. No doubt Aviwa Mtila will be on that for us to get reaction. But so far, it seems one of the parents unhappy with what they're hearing from the health department. But we are being told that this document does explain in detail the cause of death, but it's a confidential document. We're told by the health department because it's an inquest that has to now be handed to the SAPS. But once the parents have been notified, they're currently dealing with family number 8 in their consultation. Once that is all done, we understand the parents have chosen to then come out and address the media. We wait for that to happen on the developing story, bottom of your screen here on Today on eNCA.